All right, hello everybody. Nicodemus Kane back here for our weekly little talk chat, whatever you want to call it, where I try to take all the information that I've had during the week and I try to throw it all together into one discernible video. Usually it's not, and we talk about it. We try to figure out what's going on in the world. It is not a Saturday. It is actually a Friday. It's Friday night. It is 11:04, May the 29th. It is just it's the same day that I just made the, what was it, like 18-minute video about the weird CNN guy getting arrested. So apparently the way that turned out was that there was a woman that jumped like in front of, or they ran past the CNN crew, and apparently the cops thought that they were all a part of it. And instead of the producer stepping up like he should have, like I said in the video, what happened was they just stood there, and the guy, the talking head, whatever you want to call him, he tried to talk with police, and the police just decided to arrest them all. They released them because apparently it was some misunderstanding. I don't know. And watching the retort from CNN, I was like, just give them a medal already, because they were just all over the place about, oh, you did so well, being so calm and cool and collected like you were supposed to. And just give the guy a medal already. I mean, you're killing me with this stuff. So apparently it was an accident. I don't buy it. I'm sure a lot of people aren't buying it. I haven't heard any information since because I haven't really looked online. Once I got off of work, I was done. I didn't look at anything. We went and took a walk. We came home. We watched some movies. It was all well and good. I turned my brain off because I didn't want to hear about it anymore. So I'm sure there's probably some developments that have come out of it. Go look for yourself. That's all I'm going to say. So I've got so much to talk about. I even said that in the video I did earlier today. I said, man, there's just so much I've got to go over because it's been 2 weeks since I've done a video. And tomorrow I'm probably not going to want to wake up. I'm going to try to sleep in tomorrow. I'm on overtime for work, so I'm waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning to be able to get to work, and I'm still working down here. So it's, I'm tired right now. I'm tired, but I want to get this done because I don't know if any of this stuff, if I do it tomorrow, this information is going to leak out of my head and I'm not going to be able to remember half of it. So tonight we're going to do this. Hopefully the internet does not shut off by the time we do this. I have alarms. I have things that turn my Wi-Fi off and my modem off at 12 o'clock, 12:15-ish. It is 11:06, so we have an hour. So let's jump into it. Why not? If there was any video that I was going to make that was going to crash my computer, this would be it. I have so much stuff opened up that as we go through, I'm going to have to close stuff down in order to talk about things because there's just so much going on my computer right now. So many things, little video things and little worried about this laptop. I really am. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. Let me get this. Okay, the first thing I wanted to talk about, of course, 2 weeks ago, and I kind of had this on my notes from last week. Of course, 2 weeks ago we had a guy called, what's his name? Alan, was it Dershowitz? Is that his name? It doesn't even say what his name is. I think it's Dershowitz. I don't even know. My face got all bright there for you. But he came on a video. He was talking with somebody. Here, no, not that one. I'm sure the screen just went black there. We'll do that. We'll just go over to the video. This is from Spiro Scoris. Is that what it is? I don't know. He's a truther, and he did a little video about this guy. And I'm just gonna let it play. I'm gonna let you guys hear it. Let me make sure first of all that I got this at least turned up, and I might check this as it goes just to make sure. But just listen to this. Oh no, wait, no wait. That's good stuff. I haven't turned the sound turned off. What a jerk. I am such a jerk. Okay, let's try this. Okay, we're going to go back here. Right about there. All right.
Statements.
Let me put it very clearly. You have no constitutional right to endanger the public and spread a disease, even if you disagree. You have no right not to be vaccinated. You have no right not to wear a mask. You have no right to open up your business.
Wait, can I stop you? No right not to be vaccinated, meaning if they decide you have to be vaccinated, we have to be vaccinated?
Absolutely. And if you refuse to be vaccinated, the state has the power to literally take you to a doctor's office and plunge a needle into your arm. If the vaccination
Where is that in the Constitution?
If the vaccination is designed to prevent the spreading disease.
Okay, so that's a thing now. That has entered into the ether, the public conscience. That's a thing. Okay, so this is the guy. This guy apparently is a big time lawyer. I guess he's Trump's lawyer. I don't know. He worked for the O.J. Simpson case, and he worked for a couple other cases. You'll have to go look him up. I'm not going to do all the stuff for you. One of the things I've said about these videos before is that you need to go do your own research. I can tell you what these guys are. I can tell you the names. I can tell you what these people say. But you've got to be the one that goes finds the stuff out for yourself. I'm not your babysitter. There was a comment. There was a comment on one of my videos where somebody was saying that the person, whoever it was, they didn't understand what I was talking about, and they really wished that I would have explained what I was talking about. In the either the description or in the thing, because they didn't know, because they just came right into it. And what I have to say to that is quite simply, I'm not here to babysit you. If you're here, then that probably means that you came hunting for this kind of stuff. You're not some stranger off the street. You're not Joe Schmo, all right? I got 277 subscribers now. I'm a nobody. I'm just some fat guy sitting in the basement on a laptop just talking about stuff, all right? I'm not here to tell you every little detail. I'll show you what's up, and I'll tell you you have to find it for yourself, because the only way you're going to believe it is you have to go look for it yourself, because that's what I had to do. And that's how it works. It's the ultimate power of seeing it for yourself. That's what it is. You got to do it. So anyways, he's some high fancy schmancy dude. Apparently knows constitutional law better than anybody else in the world. Except for that part in the Bill of Rights that said that we are, we have the right to be secure in our own selves, and we have the right to, what was it exactly? We have the right to be secure within ourselves, and I mean, it's not word for word, but it's enough that either way, I have the right to protect myself from you if I have to. If you're going to come tell me that they're going to drag me away and they can plunge a needle into my arm, because they mandate something like that, I have every right in the world, even if it's in the Constitution or not. I have the rights given by God to protect myself and my family. That's just the way it is. There was somebody I was listening to today that said that that's not biblical. That us rebelling against everything is not biblical. Okay? I can agree with that. He made some good points on that. It's not biblical. But if the Father gives me the chance, shouldn't I take it? I will ask the Father what he wants me to do. If that time comes where somebody comes to my door and it comes out, then, I will ask the Father. I will say, Father, if this is the way it's supposed to be, then fine. But if it's not, then give me the strength and the power to be able to overcome this, because I'm not taking it. So it is what it is. One thing the Bible does say is that the the Antichrist, the son of perdition, he causeth everyone, great and small, to take yada 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 and do this and that. It never says anything about God causes you to do that. So if it's not God doing it and it's somebody else doing it, then you can fight it. I mean, I right? Isn't that the way it's supposed to? I mean, am I wrong there? I'm probably wrong there. There's probably somebody that knows way more biblical stuff than I do. But I'll tell you what, man, I read the book for myself. And from what I see, from what I've read in the book, we have every right to defend ourselves as much as possible. Are we supposed to fight? I don't know. Maybe we should pray. Maybe we should get down on our knees and ask the Father what we're supposed to do. And if anybody has any true definitive answers on what we're supposed to do, then please tell us, because we need to know. We need to know what's going on. The Book of Revelation says that we are going to be going through some pretty rough times, and that, you know, we're going to wind up losing, we're going to go into captivity and yada 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 and all this stuff. But at the same time, it can be argued that we may or may not be past that point. I don't know. I've said it before, and I actually heard it. There's a name for it. That all of that stuff has already happened. That we are on the ass end of the millennial reign. We are in the season of Satan. I did the math on that. I actually did the math on it and was like, it's entirely possible that we've missed the, we missed the boat, that we're in that season where Satan gets to rule over the world, and he has just deceived us at this point. I'm not saying it's true. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to try to take this either way. I'm not going to incite a rebellion or cause a rebellion. What I am going to do right now is I'm going to say, if you believe in God and that God gives us the power and the authority to be able to do whatever we do upon this earth, then I'm going to ask you to go pray. Ask him what he wants us to do. If he wants us to sit down and take it, then that's what we got to do. Because there was a passage that the guy pulled where they were talking about going off fighting somebody, and God said no, for your punishments, or no, not for your punishments, for your non-believing, or for going against my word, whatever it was. Part of what you're going to have to go through is you're going to have to be taken into captivity, and you're going to have this and that and yada yada yada. I can agree with that. That's fine, but that means that we have to ask God what we're supposed to do. So I'm going to be asking him what I'm supposed to do. If I'm supposed to walk down the street and shout it out to the world that, we're supposed to rise up against what's going on, then that's what we're supposed to do. Is what it is. But this guy is now officially telling us we have no right to be able to say yes or no. Or no, we have no right to be able to say no. Period. I mean, that's just all there is to it. This guy's telling us we have no rights. He can say that all he wants. As far as I'm concerned, there is nobody in this house that's not going to be taken anywhere and given anything if we don't want it. We're taking bullets before we take shots. That's just all there is to it. I can't explain it any other way than that. It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd. This whole this whole thing with the shots, and this whole thing with the masks, and this whole new normal nonsense is completely getting out of control. I'm sorry, I have to wipe my eye because I just put some medicine in my eye. I still have a sty. I still have a month before I go to an eye doctor. It's gone down a lot. Thank you to whoever's prayed for me for it to go down. I still don't want to go to a doctor, so if anybody wants to continue to pray for me to have this go away, please feel free. Because I'm still not wanting to go into a doctor's office. But that was last week. And let me go ahead and put you back over here. He's just going out and he's just straight up saying, this is what it is. You guys have no rights to be able to fight any of this that's coming down the pike. We're going to give you whatever we want. And old Billy Boy Gates on the other side of it, he's saying, we're making, such and such billions of vaccines that we're ready to ship, and we're ready to do this and do that. And they're closing the net. That's all I gotta say. They're closing the net. They're getting ready, guys. If you're not fighting it now, I don't know what else to say. But this is what we were talking about last week. This was just 7 days ago. Probably not even that. I don't even say 5 days ago. This is all everybody was talking about, was this. When did this come out? May 18th. So that was about a week or two back. But this is all we could talk about is this guy saying this, and everybody's been up in arms saying, you can't do it. We're not going to be doing this. We're not going to be doing that. So they started the distractions. Sure enough, here's one. This isn't really a distraction, but this is kind of crazy. This actually came out. I heard this came out actually a couple weeks ago, but we're just now seeing it. Somebody was scaring off. I don't know if it's true or not because I can't tell what they're arguing about, but apparently it's inside of a like some store or something, and there's a woman that's not wearing a mask, and all these people are yelling at her to get out of the shop. Let me see if I can do this. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because of a mask or if it's just because she said something or something happened. I don't know. I can't tell you what's going on. Everybody's been saying it's because of a mask. I'm more interested in just what it was really about. I don't know. But people are turning on each other, man. People are turning on each other for just the craziest things. If it's not even a mask, it's something else. People are just turning. The love of many shall grow cold. I mean, we know that's true. Whether we're actually living in Revelations or not, I don't know. Again, we may have missed the boat, and we may be living in the season that Satan has loosed upon the world. I don't know. There are a lot of things that say that there's certain things that are supposed to happen, but at the same time, there are a lot of things that have happened that lend credence to, the great earthquakes. And, we don't really know what our true history is back to 1,000 years. We don't know that for sure. This is a totally different discussion for a totally different day. I can get into it if you guys want me to. But just going through it just, I don't know. All I can do is sit here and speculate and talk, and that's what we do. It's all we do is sit back and talk about this stuff because if I don't talk about it, I'm going to go crazy. So this was May 26th. This was this week. We just talked about this. Jeff Censored. I've been watching him. There's some things he says I don't like, and there's some things he says I do. So, you just take the good with the bad. People like it, people don't, whatever. But then you started getting into this stuff. Now, this woman was in the park. Apparently, she didn't have her dog on a leash, and a guy stopped her and asked her to put the dog on a leash. And apparently, from what I understand, this guy started trying to pull her dog over with dog treats. The whole story on this, you guys need to go find the whole story on this. It's completely ridiculous. Turns out that the guy is a comic book editor. This makes me want to go through my old comic books, because apparently he was a comic book editor on Marvel Comics Presents. I don't know if it was the new run of Marvel Comics Presents or the old runs of Marvel Comics Presents. I think they said Christopher Cooper. I think that's what they said. And I almost want to look it up. Let's see if we can look it up. But they were saying that he, for Cooper. No, you are not the man we're looking for. Let's try this. Marvel. Chris Cooper Marvel movies portrayed Norman Osborn. That's nice. Not Christopher Cooper. Christian Cooper. I am sorry. That's my fault. It was Christian. Yeah, this guy. Apparently he's black, and he came up to this woman and he was trying to pull her dog over. He got mad at her for her not being on a leash. I don't know what's going on here. Titles, writer, and editor. Let's see if it'll come up. No, that just comes up. Sometimes these pages are just stupid. Okay, let's try Christian Cooper. Christian Cooper. Of course, it has to be Christian, right? Christian Cooper. Okay. He's written stories for Marvel Comics Presents. What stories has he written for Marvel Comics Presents? Marvel Comics Presents 92. I mean, seriously, I could go find these because I own a lot of these. Well, maybe not all of these because this is later in the runs, and I didn't have a lot of these in the runs. But Excalibur 70 through 80, are you kidding me? I do own those, as a matter of fact. I just think that's very interesting that this guy actually wrote comics that I have. But this guy, this guy he was the one that was filming this. You know, I mean, okay, you know, it's weird. It's a weird. We love the word coincidences here, don't we? It's the weird coincidence. Interesting though. Her name, the woman's name, her name was Amy Cooper. Surely no relation. Of course, no relation. And it's a white woman. She calls the cops on a black man that was supposedly threatening her. I don't know what to say about it. I just find it interesting that happens and it blows up. You know, everybody starts talking about this and we start moving further and further away from Dershowitz. And then we get to this, and I don't know. What? We're gonna turn the sound down on this. We get to George Floyd. If you don't know what this is, you've been hiding under a rock. So I just heard fireworks outside. It is 11:30, and they're out there shooting fireworks. America. So, of course, George, whether this is true or not, I don't know. There's been a lot of guys that have been talking about this. A lot of symbology. Supposedly there was a 666 that was spray painted on the trash can that's in this video. Did they say it was on 33rd Street? Let's see. I want to be sure before I do this. Wait. Under curfew is protests. Yeah, and they've really been going at it. Let's see if I can do this. Third Street. Stephen Jackson calls George Floyd his twin. Well, right, what? Rioting breaks out on East 33rd Street. Of course, there's a lot of things. Look at this. Google is actually giving me stuff I need to get. GeometriaEffect.news? Kiss my what? This is actually popping up. Protests blocking intersection of 12th Avenue and 33rd. I guess that's maybe what the protests were. I don't know, but I saw some things. I said, why is this here? Where'd it go? Why Gematria? What? Man, the searches, it is amazing how the searches are actually working now. And of course, you know, we go, all of this comes right on the heels of Trump doing this whole thing with Twitter where he's saying that Twitter isn't allowed to. It's an executive order saying that they can't what is it, bar people from saying certain things on Twitter anymore or something, that, what, the truth has to be put out because he had a tweet that was, that was deleted or something. So information is just flooding out right now. It's just absolutely insane what's going on. And, this whole thing, again, it comes on the heels of us. We were looking right at the whole Dershowitz thing, and we were talking about, where I'm going here. We were talking about how, they're saying that we don't have rights to be able to fight a mandatory, yada, 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 and all this stuff. And everybody was starting to get up into arms. And then the next thing you know, they kill some black guy on the street, and then just the world erupts. The absolute world erupts. And I don't know if it's true or not. I really don't. I can't say for sure. I know there's a lot of weird stuff going on. The guys that were doing it, some of them look like some people that were involved in some of the things that happened. There's the 666 on the thing. There was the 33rd Street, whatever. None of that meant anything to me. The only thing that meant anything to me was what you're looking at right there. And let me make sure you're looking at it right there, because if you're looking at my face, I'm going to feel bad. But that was the only thing that meant anything to me. I've talked over and over again about the 23's on this channel. And the 32's are just reverse 23's. And as soon as I saw that, the first thing I said is, there's something wrong with this. There's something that's just not right with this. Because that is literally right in your face. And the woman that's filming, this is the end of it, where they finally get him into the ambulance. He's probably already dead by now. But she makes a point of getting the badges of everybody, and then she makes a point of getting the number on the car, and then she walks down the car to try to get another number or whatever. And the fact that they made such a point to get that number, I stopped and said, there's something wrong here. It's either there's something wrong here or that's a sign from God. How do you take it? How do you want to take it? Because that's something. It's literally right in your face. I don't know what to say about that. I really don't know what to say about that. So again, 1 week ago, we're talking about one thing, and then 1 week later, we have almost completely stopped talking about our rights being taken away when it comes to shots because of this. And now there's riots. Now there's riots in a lot of different places, and a lot of different things are going on. What's the next one coming? Of course, this guy just, it happens to look like the guy that was standing on the neck of the dude. This is the guy that was apparently walking down the street with this umbrella here. And people were kind of peacefully protesting. And then this guy walks past some shop, like an AutoZone or something, I think is what they said. And then he just nonchalantly breaks out the windows of this AutoZone. And then that's when people start breaking into things and doing stuff. And it's like, what? What is this? And it just keeps getting crazier. It just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. It's just one thing on top of another on top of another. And they're just throwing it at you so fast and so hard, and you just don't know what to think anymore. And so, that leads to that, leads to that, leads to this, leads to, this is Louisville, apparently. This one got a little bit close to home for us because Angie's sister, she lives down in Louisville. She said that she doesn't live in the city proper, so she wasn't near this. But this was something that was happening. Police form line in front of historic statue to keep protesters back. What statue? I don't know. Has anybody seen the videos of the couple hundred cops, well, maybe 100 cops, that were out in front of the guy's house, the guy that was on the neck of George Floyd that night? There were 100 cops outside of this guy's house while the city burned. Now, I can get that the cops are looking out for their own, but you don't need 100 cops out there trying to protect one guy, if it's true or not. You don't need 100 cops out there trying to protect one guy from being injured while the entire city is burning to the ground. Man, I don't know what's going on. What's going on? So let's talk about what's going on, man. It just keeps getting weirder. This is the guy. This is the CNN guy. So he's out there filming this stuff. Is this the video that has the... Can't tell. I don't think this is. I think this is the one I saw earlier. Yeah, so right before he gets arrested, this woman, she runs past them, and then they grab her and nab her. And then as soon as they turn back around, they're holding this guy. And he's just standing here like nonchalantly being held. And the dudes come in and they arrest him. And then, they go through this whole thing. What's going on? This is going to be some stupid ad. Come on now with the ads. I think I broke it. Okay. I didn't get an ad. All right. But they take him away, and then they show this over here, and the woman that they took away, she's standing back here. I don't know if I can get a good shot of this. See, she's standing back here, and they take them all back here, and I don't know what. It's weird. It's just weird. I don't know. But I saw this morning, and I made the video of it, and I'm like, what is this? Is this real or is this staged? It doesn't make any sense why this would be like this. And we know we can't trust CNN because CNN has done some sketchy stuff in the past. But, if it's fake, then what are they trying to get us to believe? If it's real, then what in the holy heck is going on here? Because this just seems like it's gone out of control. This is like some next level stuff. This is some next level craziness, and it's just in the world that we're living in right now, we don't need any more crazy. We really don't. It's just getting absurd. And I don't know. I talked about this when they put the camera down. This cop was perfectly framed. I said you couldn't have framed a better shot than this of some guy completely done up in SWAT, uniform with a burning building behind him. You could not have framed that any better. Then of course he comes out and he's saying that they released me and look, it took them an hour and a half to release him. And he was saying, well, I was just there and they just kind of took me and they talked and everything was cool, and the people he was talking to were like, oh, you did so well, you did this. I'm like, just give him a medal, man. I can't listen to this anymore. I don't know. It's weird stuff. But guess what we're not talking about anymore? We're not talking about Dershowitz taking our rights away when it comes to shots. It's all distraction. It's all distraction. It is all the biggest sleight of hand craziness. This gets even weirder right here. Apparently these are the neighbors, the cop that, was standing on Floyd's neck, used to live over here. These two were interviewed and they said, we didn't even know he was a cop. We thought he was in real estate or something like that. Go look this stuff up. It's absolutely nuts. I don't even know. I said, we have a cop. We used to have a cop. They used to live 4 houses down from us. And we knew he was a cop the first day because he brought his car. He had a squad car. He was almost always in uniform every time we saw him. He would have his cop buddy stop by once a week. And they would sit outside his driveway and chat. You knew he was a cop. We never talked to him. The people down the street talked to him because the one guy that lives 2 houses down from us, we actually talked to him and he had talked to the cop, and it was, because it was nice having a cop down the street. So It's just absolutely insane that if you had a cop living beside you, you would know. I don't know what this is. I don't know what it is. What is it? What's going on here? You know, it's just one thing after another, after another, after another, after another. And guess what we're not talking about? The one thing we should be talking about: masks and quarantines and social distancing and mandatory everything and yada 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 and ID 2020 and Billy Boy Gates and all the other nonsense. We're not talking about that anymore, are we? We're talking about this. So what I don't even know what to say, man. I don't even know what to say. That's all I got to say about that. That's my recap. That's my recap for the week, because I am just so I thought last week I was getting overwhelmed. This has all just happened within the past 2-3 days, man. Like 2 days, I mean, seriously, this has all just happened within the past 2 days. And I just was like, I gotta get this out of my head, because this is going to drive me nuts. This is going to drive me nuts. I don't even know where to go with this. You guys take it as you will, because I can't. I don't know. But that's the current events section of our talk. Now we're going to get into the wild, wonderful world of numerology. If you guys want to talk about this stuff some more, I can. I would like opinions, because really I don't know what to do. I've almost thought about doing a live thing, because I need input, really. Wow. I don't even know. Go look at some of these other videos over here. The Black Bird Watcher thing. This is that Christian Cooper. He's wearing a pyramid on his shirt. It's just so much. It's too much. So you guys want to see the crazy stuff? The numerology. This numerology stuff will blow your brain away. Blow your little mind. You know what? Let's start from the back. And go to the front. So let's do movies before we do numerology, because I got some numbers for you guys. Oh boy, howdy. We'll finish off with the numbers. So I talked about this. This is Westworld. Remember I talked about this? This HBO Westworld. This was the opening credits. It's a negative image of a corona. Remember when I was talking about this? Okay. This is Westworld. Like I said, this is something that the very first episode of this had this in it, and this came out last November, I think, December, maybe, or maybe it is this year. I don't even know. I don't even know when it came out. I'm not going to go look it up. Go look it up yourself. Prove me wrong. But this is Detective Pikachu. I didn't even watch this. I have not watched this because I really have no vested interest in this movie. We were just talking about this today. You guys can see what's going on in the background. But I have no vested interest in the movie because there's no pop culture interest for me there. We were talking about Sonic the Hedgehog, which is out for rent right now, and I was like, I mean, that's I have a vested interest in that. But Pikachu, I can name 5 Pikachu, and then from there, 5 of these Pokemon, and I really I could give a crap after that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. So I really don't want to watch it. Angie watched it. Angie told me about that painting on the back wall. Sure, it's just a circular painting. That's fine. It's a circular painting. That's great. So this is the negative image of it. I know there's one here. There's actually one that starts off at the beginning of the show. Now this is the worst part of it. See if I can get the one. So this is when it gets bad. When it's good, when there's no divergences, because the divergences come and then the black hole opens up. When there's no divergences, it looks like this. And that's Corona. That is what it is. That's what it is, guys. This came out last year. Westworld came out either this year or last year, kind of the transition. Both of them came out before what's going on. Let's put it that way. But Angie pointed that out. I'm pointing it out to you guys because she did a good job with that. I appreciate that with her. That's awesome. I never would have seen it because, like I said, I didn't watch it. I'm sure there's plenty of other symbology and numerology in this movie. I just don't know about it. But that's a good catch. That was a good catch on her part. I don't know which one. I think this is the Bob's Burgers. Before I flip this, so the latest episode of Bob's Burgers, just checking on my thing. Latest episode of Bob's Burgers, which was the season finale, I think. Maybe not. We might be getting more. I don't know. But Bob had to go take care of his rival that's across the street, Jimmy Pesto, because Jimmy Pesto pulled his groin muscle. I think that's what it was. So he had to go take his medicine to this guy, and Bob hates this guy, of course. But he had to go take his medicine to this guy, and he was in an apartment building, lives on the second floor. Does anybody want to guess? He lives on the second floor. Does anybody want to guess what apartment number he lives in? Anybody? Anybody want to guess? Nobody wants to guess. So anyways, I was talking about Westworld. I need to get rid of these because my computer. I was talking about Westworld. It was one of those episodes. It was either episode 6. No, it was either episode 7 or 8. There's a guy that walks through a scene into a building, and on the placard, on the title or whatever, the name of the building, that they usually have those outside, it distinctly says 201 on this placard in front of this building. Now, I haven't been able to find that since, and I'm still not going and looking for it, but I know it was there. But then you have it here too, 201. I'm sure it's just a coincidence. Coincidences happen. Coincidences happen all the time. Bob's unfortunately has been, well, I'm not going to say smothered, has been speckled with little things here and there that I have noticed as we watch the show. I love Bob's Burgers. It's one of the best shows out there, but every now and then you catch a little thing and it just drives you up a wall. I'm not saying that the animators did or didn't know what they were doing, but this is Fox. It is Disney. And we know what The Simpsons can do with cartoons. So that's Bob's. That's that number. That's awesome. So then we get to this episode of The Family Guy. And I thought it was extremely strange that they were talking about this. Almost to the point that Angie kind of stopped and said, "Hey, wait a minute." And I was like, "Yeah." So what happens is the principal at the kid's school gets fired for something. I don't know what it is. And Peter says, "Hey, why don't you come live with us?" Sure, why not? So the principal starts running the house like a school. And he puts everybody in the basement in detention. So the soundbite becomes, when are we going to be released from detention in our own house? That has absolutely nothing to do with anything going on with the current situation of what's going on right now at all. Nothing to see here. Keep moving right along. I'm not kidding. This is a real thing. This is absolutely a real thing. I think they even say it here too. I don't know. Let me see.
How long is Principal Shepard going to keep us in detention down here? Huh?
Keep us in detention? Keep us in detention in our own house. Oh, like little children. Like little children. Blew me away. blew me away. Absolutely blew me away. All right, I'm going to get rid of that one. All right, so this is Watchmen. This is HBO. Yes, we got a subscription to HBO because we wanted to watch Westworld. We kept it because we watched The Outsider. It's based off a book from Stephen King. Really good show. Really good show. Minimal amount of numerology and symbology. But it did have some, some concepts that you would kind of have to, kind of go out there a little bit to find. Really great show, though. It was every episode kept you going. But we saw The Watchmen, the TV series Watchmen, not the movie. This is kind of like a sequel. And I was like, all right, we'll just keep HBO so we can watch this, and then I'm going to turn it off. I think we still got about a month left from what I paid for. So this scene, this woman's walking. She's going to walk by she's going to walk by her, the number of the building that she works at. Sorry, I'm not gonna go there. We're gonna talk about that stuff later, I'm sure. But she walks by the number of the building, and it smacked me like a ton of bricks. I'm like, what? So we'll go here. I don't think there's any sound. Hopefully, I'm not gonna get snagged by a copyright thing. I am gonna stop it though. See if we can not get hit by a copyright strike. But she walks past building number, and it smacked me like a ton of bricks. I said, "Why would you do that?" And I've talked before. I said nothing in TV or movies is randomly put into a shot. And if it is randomly put into a shot, it is the biggest goof in the world. Things like that, though, that is purposefully put there. Clocks are purposely put at certain times. Addresses are purposely put at certain places. Numbers are purposely put in certain places. That's put there for a reason. Now, I don't know if anybody caught it. I mean, it may have just been, just one of those, oh, hey, whatever, ha, ha, ha. But, man, that hit me like a ton of bricks. So is November the 9th a thing? I don't know. I really don't know. What's November the 9th? I mean, is it a new thing we should be worried about? Let me check my calendar. Let's see what's going on here. November the 9th, it was a Monday. There's nothing going on that day. I don't know. I mean, you can flip that around if you want and see. Oh, was it not 119? Was January 19th a thing? That's a good question. Was January 19th a thing? Let's see what happened January 19th this year. Because I think this show came out last year, too. January 19th. News, tweets, third Sunday of 2020. 19th day of the year. 347 days left. Third Sunday. Fourth week. 29th day of winter. National Popcorn Day. Yeah, that's what it was. National Popcorn Day. World Religion Day. Nothing else. Nothing really. It was before all this stuff kind of exploded. In January, I was just starting to hear little snippets of the C virus. just random little things, but nothing major. They were talking about something that was coming out of House Democrats argue for Trump's conviction in Senate impeachment trial. Biden demands apology over Sanders. Doctor video. National Archives blurs anti-Trump messages in exhibit image. What? Hong Kong protesters tear gassed by police after alleged attack on officer. I don't know. Could mean anything. Could mean something. Could be nothing. You never know. But that's that. It's there. I don't know what else to say. I can't go the other way with that because it'd just be the YouTube algorithms just being like, oh, what the heck. So, but this is totally a thing. I don't even know what to say about that anymore. It's nuts. So we got that. Now then, let's talk numerology. Let's talk the good old number 33. Now, before we get into this is what started this whole nonsense for me, right here. This made me go look up the number 33. An astronaut wore an Omega X33 watch aboard the SpaceX Falcon 9. But why? Why not a Omega X31? Why not an Omega X32? It wasn't even that. These guys apparently launched this thing at 3:33. Is that right? I don't even know if it says. Oh no! Look at this. Check it out. Storms around Cape, the Kennedy Space Center. Blah 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 blah. The new launch date is set for Saturday, May the 30th at 3:22 p.m. Not 3:25, not 3:30, 3:22. Go look up the number 3:22 whenever it comes to Skull and Bones. Oh my goodness. Why? Why are you doing it? Oh, it just keeps getting better, and it's called the Dragon. The Crew Dragon. The name of the ship is called the Dragon. It's just so much stuff, man. All right, you ready for the big stuff? Can we get rid of this? We get rid of this. I finally have it completely down. All right. So we're going to do this. You can do this at home, too. This I absolutely ask you to do at home. All you got to do, type in the number 33, hit the button. You're going to get all this stuff. Don't look at any of this stuff. Go to news and enjoy the show. Okay, let's see what happens here. All right, we're just going to go down the list because I don't have that much time left. This is all we did. Number 33. This is the news. U.S. savings rate hits a record 33% as corona C virus causes Americans to stockpile cash. Curb spending. Nice. CNN. This is 1 day ago. The week in 33 photos. Not 32. Not 30. Not even 25. Not 50. We couldn't take 50 pictures. We can only take 33 pictures. 8 hours ago, this is from GM Authority. U.S. car sales expected to hit 33% through May. Oh, that's just the fall 33%. That's so sad. You can ignore this stuff because sometimes they do them in here, sometimes they don't. I don't like to look at the ages. You can get so caught up in these ages thing. 33-year-old, yeah. Convicted of homicide, man must serve at least 33 years of life sentence. Again, you could get caught up in that stuff. I'm not looking for that stuff. I'm looking for this stuff. Davis County sees 33% increase in CV-19 cases. Okay. 33%, Davis County. I wonder who this is. Where is this? Open the new tab. This is in... Where are you at? Northern Utah. Okay, sees 33% increase. All right. Kelly Evans is 11 hours ago. Well, that was 7 hours ago, by the way. 11 hours ago, the saving rates hits 33%. I think that has to go with the other one. Ex-con caught with 33 guns, not 31. Not 32. 33. Man sentenced to 33 years. Clean cooking. 8 hours ago. 33 solutions for one renewable energy problem. Not 25. Not 30. Not even 50. 33. 3 people taken to the hospital after crash on Highway 33. Again, that kind of stuff you can't really use. Murphy gives shout out to LD33 lawmakers. What's LD33? Ahead of approving $100 million rent relief. Oh, is this a thing? LD33. Let's check this out. This is the kind of fun that you can have with your parents and your kids and your grandparents and your best friends. Do this with your best friends. Bring your friends over and say, hey, check out how cool this gets. But again, you have to look at only certain things. The 33rd Legislative District, yeah, the LD, I got you. Weird, yeah, okay. The kicker, show 33, nothing there. Saving 33 cents on a dollar shows state's harsh job cut. 33% of drug errors missed by electronic health record systems. This was 12 hours ago. This is quarter. You can't do anything with football stuff. You can't do anything with sports. Sturgis Post 33, can't wait. Nope. There's another one about age. 33 NFL players who became high school football coaches. Not 25. Not 30. Not 31. 33. Health records fail to detect up to 33% of medication. That's 12 hours ago. Man, we haven't even gone 1 day ago yet. Nothing is normal. Fish draws to a close. Well, okay. Here we go. This is the good stuff. This is a day ago. I actually posted some of this stuff on my Twitter. Denton County reports 33 new CV cases Thursday. Denton County is in... I'm looking for states. This is Colorado, Texas. Texas? Denton, Texas? Okay, well, you guys have 33 new cases. All right. Quick trip turns into 33-hour expedition. Ah, man, it's just so sad. We couldn't, it took exactly 33 hours. British gas owners, 33-year reign. Nashville Club corner to close after 33 years. That's so sad. Another for District 33 Senate states, fatal crash, blah, blah, blah. This is the astronaut Warren Omega 33 watch. Yep. Safety improvements for U.S. Route 33. Can't really do anything with that. Why the amazing leap in savings rate to record 33%? I don't know. I really don't know. School teacher retires after 33. There's nothing there. 19 cases in Stark County rise to 33. This is cases. These are not deaths. This is in Rio Grande City, Roma. Blah, blah, blah. It's hard to know where these come from. Is it Texas? Is this where it is? Stark County, Denton County, Davis County. Keep going. Look, area, man, 33, 33 stocks, not 30, not 25, not even 35. We don't like square numbers anymore. You know, there used to be a time where we used to like numbers that ended in a 5, like, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. We don't like it anymore. I can't do it. Trillium to lay off exactly 33 positions. This is... here's another one. 33 new CV cases pop up at a rehab hospital in Las Vegas. Vegas, you're on the board. All right. 1 dead, 3 injured in US 33 crash. We've seen that a couple times. Here we go. CV updates. 784 new cases and 33 new deaths in North Carolina. 33 new deaths in North Carolina. All right, Brown County announces 33 new cases. 33 new cases, Brown County, Wisconsin. Wisconsin, you're on the board. Motorcyclist dies in accident on Highway 33. 33 inmates exposed to woman who tested positive. 33. Not 30. Not 31. You getting tired of me doing that yet? Oh, Tesla stock prices gets a 33% bump. Oh, contract signings fell 33% in April. 33 more Minnesota deaths with 510 cases. These are deaths. 33 deaths in Minnesota. Was this before or after May 28th? This was this was during. It's a bad joke, but I don't care. I still wonder if they counted George Floyd's death as a CV virus, as a CD death, CV death. Just another one, because they do that. Las Vegas unemployment hits 33%. Well, that's okay because you guys, what was it? Where's it at? Because you guys had 33 new cases pop up. You got 33% unemployment, but you got 33 cases that popped up in your thing. Unemployment insurance claims down 33%. Ah, okay. BIS adds 33 Chinese companies to the any list. Not 31, not 32. U.S. savings rate hits record 33%. This guy's an age. Papa John's sees comparable North America sales jump 33%. We are just all over this. What is this one? I don't want to open it if it doesn't have a thing. It says right there, it says it will eliminate 33 jobs, which is 12% of his workforce. There's a killer on the road. His brain is swerving like a toad. Tuesday morning declares bankruptcy to close 33% of the short. We can't just close 25%. We have to close exactly 33%. 33 stocks are moving. They're moving, man. U.S. charges 33 with helping. Here we go. Here's another one. Allen County, Indiana. This is Fort Wayne. This is in my backyard. 33 new cases with 3 deaths. Got a 333. 33. Well, that's nothing we can't do with that. Can't do anything with sports. Can't do anything with sports. Serious woman, 33, jail for punching. Yeah. Avengers number 33. Yes, I just read this. It's interesting. Avengers number 33 starts talking about the Moon Knight, who has the spirit of Khonshu in him, which is an Egyptian god. Deals with the moon. Yep. Adding 33 Chinese. Yeah, we saw that. 33 structures. Exactly 33 structures. Why not? Oh, here, Berks County. You got it. I'm closing in on my internet shutting down, so we're going to start doing this a little quicker here. This is, where are you guys at? Oh, come on. I don't want an advertisement. Get the hell away from here. Wyoming? Is that what it said? I don't know. Berks County. I'm guessing Wyoming. I could be wrong. I can't tell. There's no place to tell. Anyways, got that. Shocked and horrified by... Wait, there's 33 deaths. What's this? 33 more deaths. Shocked and horrified by that, George. Yeah, so... Is this in Minnesota? This is in Minnesota. So we've already got one in Minnesota right here. They're talking about this, and this is the same. So we're going to get rid of that one. I'm trying not to duplicate them. Club 33, of course, Disney, good old stuff. Taylor County, 230 total. Oh, 230 total. What? 33 active, 2 hospitalized. Taylor County, where are you at? Texas. Taylor County, Texas. You are on the double list. Boy, you guys are hitting it. 33 stats on Novak Djokovic's. Who the heck is that? 33rd birthday. That's nice to know. Because once you hit 33rd, you get 33 stats. I'm just saying. State reports another 33 deaths. Oh, we're still going. Where are we at? Anybody know where this is? Miller, Honda, Minnesota. Minnesota, we already hit you. We've hit you once. We've hit you twice now, actually. 33-year-old man shot. Detroit schools boost starter teacher salaries by 33%. 33 sustainable efforts by the fashion industry. The fashion industry needs 33 sustainable efforts. 33 best Memorial Day sales. This is 4 days ago, guys. We're still going. Can't be 30. Can't be 25. You're 33rd. 3 days ago, this fire that displaces 33 causes 700,000 damage. Exactly 33 people. More than 33 million Americans have filed for unemployment. Yes, of course they have. This one was weird. This guy autographs a baseball 33 years to the day after the historic day. 33 more Minnesotans have died. We've already seen that. 33-year-old man. This one. Andhra Pradesh reports 33 new CV cases. This is in Amaravati. This is around the world. We are officially going around the world. Active cases are 777. You guys get it yet? Virginia, May. This is a week ago. 33 new deaths. Virginia. All right, I'm just going to finish this page. You can keep going. If you can keep going, and you will just see that there are just more and more and more. This is Richmond. I don't remember if this is in. That's Virginia. I think this one might be in Virginia too. In Richmond, Virginia, yes. So 33 new cases there, 30 new cases here. So what did we have? Virginia, this weird one from this weird country. This was in Texas, if I remember right. This was in Berks County somewhere. We couldn't figure out where it was. This was in Indiana. This was in Minnesota. This one was in Wisconsin. This one was in North Carolina. This one was in Vegas, Las Vegas. Starr County, where did it? Roma. Did we figure this one out? Did we say Texas? I don't know. I don't think we figured this one out either. Denton County, which was in. Is this one in Texas too? It's a different county. So it seems to me, Davis County, Utah. It seems to me that we can only get 33 new cases at a time, or we can only get 33 deaths at a time, or we can only see a 33% increase at a time. I made a video at the very start of this whole thing where I talked about, and I'll even pull it up too. Oh, we skipped frames. Oh, I mean, something broke. Somewhere along the line, something broke. Sad. Here, I'm going to put my ugly mug back on for a second so I can find this thing. Yeah, there it is. Okay, yeah, you probably saw some parts that kind of skipped out. This was the very, very beginning of this whole deal. February 27th, 33 have tested positive. 33 California cases. 33 people who could develop in Boston. Bahrain, total up to 33. China, 33%. Thailand, total now 33. Pakistan, 33. This was at the very. This is February. This was in February. This was in February. This is now. February. Now. February. This is ages. We don't do ages. Closed 33 stores. 33-year-old vital organs. I could do this all day. I could do this all day. I could do this all day. I've already made a video of this. I've already done this. This exists. This is a thing. Go do it for yourself. It's real simple. All you got to do is type in the number 33 and then hit news and then just go down it for yourself. You can go through weeks. You can go through months. It doesn't matter to me. And they are taking them down because when I looked yesterday, when I tried this yesterday, there were several more that I didn't see. There were at least 2 other countries that I didn't see through this whole thing. So try it for yourself. Go do it for yourself. Just search number 33 and go through the news. Try it for yourself. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you anymore. I got woke up to all this, and I'm going to shut all this stuff down because my laptop is burning a little bit. I can hear it burning in the background. But I got woke up by seeing the numerology like this. Seeing the persistent numbers over and over again, and then hearing guys talk about the numerologies inside of these things and how it works and all that. And that's why I started doing this, was because I said, if I got woke up like this, surely maybe if I just talk about it, maybe somebody will hear it and maybe they can open their eyes to it. Maybe they will be able to see the numbers as well, and maybe they will start questioning what's happening, what's going on. Whether the numbers are divine, God is implanting these numbers into people's minds, or they are faking it and they are doing it to us. Either way, there's something bigger going on here than just random coincidences. And that's how I got woke up. That's my that's part of my testimony video. I got woke up to it, exposed to it. Sorry, I thought I saw something over there. Somebody asked a question on, it was either Twitter or something else. I can't remember which one it was. That they were saying, every now and then I pull like a big glob of gook out of my eye because that medicine's working. It's getting all that infection out of there. But inside the video or whatever it was, I think it was Twitter, and I think they were talking about, what do you do? What do you do when you are so overwhelmed by the blatant numerology and symbology of it all? Like when you see the numbers everywhere so much, what do you do to just get through it? Because it's there, and it's just so sad that you can't you can't get other people to see it the way that you do. And I take breaks. I walk away from it. Like I did. I took a 2-week break. I had to walk away from it. It was burning my mind. And it still burns my mind. You know, I can sit here and laugh about it. I can, do the whole not 31, not 32. I can do that all day. But in the end, when it comes down to it, it is so blatantly evil and in your face. It's just like this. I've said it several times now that we are drowning. I've used the word bathed. I've used the word I just had it on my head and now it's gone. I can't think of it. I've used the word bathe. I don't know that much. I've used the word swimming through it. But the best way I've described it as we are drowning in deception right now. There is so much there that we are drowning by it. It is killing us, literally killing us by being there. And it's so hard to fight for air, to fight for the truth. Because it's so blatantly obvious and in your face. And you get those days where you just want it to end. You can't fight anymore. You just want to stop and you can't go back to the Matrix. Not that I want to. I don't want to go back to the Matrix. I can't go back into the Matrix. It is way more depressing in there than it is out here. It's oppressive out here. Once you open your eyes to it and see it, it's very oppressive. But I've also said no matter what the truth is, no matter how much it hurts, no matter how much it changes your worldview, wouldn't you want to know the truth? Wouldn't you just want to know the truth? I mean, if you're happy living a lie, then live your lie. By all means, live your lie. I'm not going to stop you from living the lie that you want to live. But if you want the truth, if you're somebody that really wants the truth, that wants to understand the truth, wouldn't you want that no matter how much it destroys your worldview, everything that you've known? Wouldn't you want to know the truth? And I've asked that question to so many people. And they say yes, but as soon as they hear it, they shut down immediately. They're not ready for it. And that's the way the world is. They're not going to be ready for it. The truth is not for everybody. People hear that and they get offended by it. I've actually had a woman that I said that to. I try to say it in a way that it will spark you to ask me what that means. But to this point, nobody asked me what it means. The truth is not for everybody. That doesn't mean that I'm saying that you are willfully ignorant. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the truth is not for everybody. If you want the truth, you can find the truth, and you will find it. And it will open your eyes. It will immediately change your entire life. But you have to want it. You have to... You have to want to go after it. But I can't help you with that. I can't... You have to be willful of wanting to do it. And some people just don't want to hear it. So when you see it everywhere and people just can't see it, you have to understand that people just don't want to see the truth. And it's sad. It's really sad. It's very sad and very disheartening that, you know, it's gotten to this point. It's gotten to this point. And I wish people could see it, but I know they won't. So, yeah, it just is what it is, I guess. But when you get so overwhelmed by it, you just have to stop. You just have to stop and just step away, walk away. You can't look at it anymore. You know, you can't. I still see it. Like I said, this is everything that I showed you. I saw over the past 2 weeks, so I made a note of it, but I didn't dwell on it, you know, because I said I'll make a video someday and I'll be able to point everything out at that point. But until then, I have to go, you know, watch some stupid TV shows and clear my mind and go outside and get some fresh air. You know, I talked to God a lot. I really did. It's definitely been a spiritual battle over the past 2 weeks. I cannot say that I've won every battle. And that happens because, you know, we're not perfect beings. We're definitely flawed. And every time I've ever sat down and asked for forgiveness, he's always brought me back to this point. Whether the Father actually forgives me completely or not, you know, I still have this calling. I still have this I have to do. He's told me many, many times, this is what I have to keep doing. So, regardless of whatever may come, no matter how bad I feel for being the person that I am, he's always led me back to this point. Has put words into my mouth more times than I could ever count, and given me the craziest of inspirations to be able to speak to you guys, the things that need to be said. You know, just absolutely blows my mind sometimes. Just absolutely blows my mind sometimes, and he's given that to me. He's absolutely given that to me. But that's what I've done for the past 2 weeks. I had to walk away, and you know, it gets overwhelming. Like I said, it gets overwhelming, and for anybody else out there that it gets overwhelming for, you know, if you happen to be listening to me and happen to be around there, I know I had a couple comments that said that people were getting really scared about what's happening and people were worried about where they're going. I think I had one person that said that they were only 15 or something. I think it's what it was. Really young. And they were worried about where they were supposed to be going. And man, I really don't know what to tell you. If I woke up at 15, oh, oof. I don't know if I could have been in the right frame of mind to be able to wake up at 15. I mean, really. Of course, when I was 15, you know, there was no waking up. There were people talking about the stuff we're talking about, but you know, you had to really be hunting it back then. We had no internet back then. But now, if I was 15 now, wow, I don't know what I'd do. I man, I don't know what I'd do. That's crazy. Father wants you to pray. He wants you to pray. He wants you to know that he's there when you're ready. But if you're already there, you don't need to hear this. I mean, maybe you do. If you're already there with him, then you don't need to worry about this. But for anyone that's not there, that might be, might be coming here just to hear the 33's, but you don't want to hear anything else, that's fine. You don't have to, but there are, I know there are some people out there that just don't want to believe in God because they've been turned off by it so much, like I used to be. For those that need the solace, that need the help to be able to get through it, if you want that help, you can call out to him. He will help. If you don't want to believe that, that's on you. He wants you to come back to him. He wanted me to come back for 40 years, and I didn't until he finally slapped me in the face with the truth, and then I said, okay, all right, hey, let's do this. I get it now. I get it. And his patience lasts forever. How God could even remotely put up with me for 40 years of all the crap that I did in my life. Why? That's become a question. Why would you put up with me for that long? Why would you put up with me for that long? Only to have me come to this point, just so that I could tell people that this. Maybe that's it. That's it. I don't know. I don't know why I always wind up doing this. I think it's just I burn all my energy out, and then I start getting really deep, and then it's like gets really emotional and starts getting you, and you're just like, yeah. Just trying to find a way to end it. Just trying to find a way to end it. You're not alone. How's that? You're not alone. There's others of us out here. If you're just getting into it, if you're just starting to see it, then there's other people out here that think like you. They can see it. They understand it. Some of them, they know a lot more than I do. I can tell you that right now. Some of them know and see a lot more than I do. I am not perfect. I just talk about it, I just try to figure it out. I'm just trying to figure it out. So, I don't know. I am going to, I'm going to stop. Stop. It's our granddaughter has learned the word stop. It's hilarious. Stop, Peppa. Stop. That's funny. She is so funny. I love her to death. She's definitely been my guiding lights. The thing that I have held on to for the past 2 weeks that gets me through. She helped me change my life. God, the Father, he opened my eyes to the truth, and then he gave me the chance to be a part of her life. Opened my heart and gave me a chance to be a part of her life, and that's definitely something that I can only praise him for and thank him for, because she has added so much joy and hope to my world. It's been too good. It's been too good. She's so beautiful. I'm going to stop. I'm going to go. You guys just know that you're not alone. Know that we're all in here. We're all doing this together. If you understand what I'm talking about, if you believe in the Father and know what's going on, you know what's going on. You know where we are. If you don't believe and if you don't understand, you can always ask. If you don't want to, that's entirely fine on you. Having the truth is one thing. It is up to everyone to take what you hear, what you hear here. It's up to you to take what you hear and show it to the world any way possible. Go find your friends. Just Google the number 33 and then just hit news, go down the list. If you want to go look at my other videos, you know, to find other numbers, to find other different, you know, combinations of things. There's some stuff on the Twilight Zone predictive programming things that I found. What were some of the other ones that I had? I know I had a couple other different things. I did some more of the Westworld stuff, and I did some more of other random things. You'd have to go find them. You know, you can look at those and go search them out for yourself and go show them to people for yourself. Just say, hey, look at this little coincidence here. Go to the description in this video. And I've been doing this lately. I've been posting the channels of YouTubers that I watch a lot. Truth Stream Media's in there, Richie from Boston, A Plain Truth for You. I think the Corbett Report is on there. He did a great four-part thing on old Billy Boy Gates. Go watch that. It's good. That's one of the ones that I wish everybody would watch, especially the one woman that told me that I was getting all of my information from Alex Jones. No, I'm not getting all my information from Alex Jones. No, I don't watch Alex Jones. I watch people that know the truth, that do their own research, find the stuff out for themselves. Who else is on there? A couple other ones on there too. Some of the bigger ones. I can't think of them right now. I might have put a Dabu 7 on one of those. If not, go search his outs too. His are 5-minute sound bites. You know, sometimes they do something for you, sometimes they don't. But yeah, if you don't want to hear it from me, if you want to find the people that know what they're doing a little bit better than I do, that make better quality videos, go to the descriptions, go find those guys. You're not going to break my heart if you go watch those guys more than you watch me. As long as you're getting the truth, I'll be happy. That's just all there is to it. That's all I want, for people to know the truth. Any way, shape, or form you could get it. But just remember, once you hear the truth, it's up to you to spread that truth. It's your responsibility to spread that truth. It is not your responsibility to worry about other people whenever they're sick to wear a mask. It's not your responsibility. It is your responsibility whenever you have the truth to be able to tell that truth to everybody else. That is your responsibility. It's the same way. The one thing I said was the other day was, it is not your responsibility to worry about taking care of other people by wearing a mask, because you could randomly make somebody 7 degrees separated from you, sick. That is not your responsibility. What is your responsibility, though, that is, if somebody is starving, the only reason that people starve is because we do not get the food out to the people, that there is a transportation problem. That means that you Do not take the food to the people. That is our responsibility. That's our faults. That's our problem. There are still more people that have died this year from starvation and homelessness than from the old CV. I'm just saying. That's your responsibility, my responsibility. That's our responsibility. But the same goes for the truth as well. It's your responsibility to get the truth out. I know I just laid a lot of heavy stuff on you, didn't I? Well, we're at that point. They want to lay some of the lamest crap on us and say that it's our heavy responsibility. It's out of respect and responsibility to be able to take care of other people like that. And I'm like, man, you're basically saying that it's my responsibility to worry about somebody seven people removed from me. I know I've said it before and I'll say it again. Do you know how many people have died because I decided to go out whenever I just had a cold? When I had a cold or I was sick for some reason, shape, or form, and I transferred my germs to something and it spread and spread and spread until it finally hit somebody that was immunocompromised and they passed, I can't worry about that. That's so far removed from me. I'm sorry. It is a fact of life. It happens. I do my best to try to keep clean. I do my best not to go out whenever I'm sick. It's happened. It is what it is. You can't worry about stuff like that. When you worry about stuff like that, that's all you worry about. Somebody said it perfectly, they're making a world of hypochondriacs. The hypochondriacs are looking at us like we're going insane. I think it's what it was. Is what it was. The hypochondriacs are looking at us like we're going crazy. So, it sounds cold and heartless, but it is what it is. People die every day. Yeah, the people that die from car crash, I don't know how many die per day. People die from a car crash. Are we going to take the cars away? The people that die every day from a heart attack, are we gonna take the junk food away? Are we? Are we gonna do something here? Really? What about the people that die from alcohol poisoning? Are we gonna take the alcohol away? Heroin overdose? How many people die of heroin overdose? We're gonna take the heroin away yet? Abuse, child abuse, spouse abuse. We gonna fix that? You gonna have the tracker apps for pedophiles? You gonna give me something better than what we got instead of worrying about a virus that still only has a 0.02% mortality rate, and that's just from catching it. The mortality rate is just from catching it, not the grand. You have what was it? It was a 0.003% chance of catching it, something like that, and it's a 0.02% of dying from it if you catch it. Come on, man. Get with the program. Open your eyes. I gave you ways of showing what you could do. Go do it. Let's go find out what's going on. I gotta stop talking. I've gone 30 minutes past the point where I said I was going to stop talking, so I gotta stop talking. So, you guys have heard everything I was going to say. Hopefully, I'm going to come back next week. Maybe even sooner. You never know. The weekend's not even over yet. This is only just begun. But hopefully I can come back with something better. I don't know. Will I find something better? I don't know. Thank you for everybody that's watching. Thank you to everybody that's been commenting. Hey, that's been awesome. because it's been cool, communicating with everybody, especially the people that have given me some uplifting messages. I've been needing them over the past couple of weeks. I've been needing them. But we'll get through this, and hopefully we'll see what comes out. You guys take it easy, and hopefully that skippable frames, skipped frames. Okay. I was just looking at this skipped frames message that they had 33 minutes ago. Hopefully it didn't screw with the video that much, but you never know. You guys take it easy. I shall see you later. I don't know what else to say. God bless. God bless. Take care. And we do not have the spirit of fear. We have the spirit of love. Spirit of love and hope. I love you all. God bless.